welcome to another vlog on the channel, and today we're back at Alton Towers. And obviously I'm so glad to be back at this theme park. It's actually been quite a while since we last here. It's been over a month actually. And I'm so glad to have returned to the park. Obviously since we were last here, Mardi Gras has ended, and it's now the in-between stage between Mardi Gras and Oktoberfest, where they have this Summer of Fun event. And it looks pretty interesting what they've done. Obviously they've got like a massive float at the end of the tower that resembles like a sandcastle, which is pretty cool. They've never done that before. And I'm going to be obviously filming up rides for you, and also it's going to be amazing. So obviously join me here today at Alton Towers. It's kind of raining at the moment, but obviously the weather forecast is scheduled, so it says it's going to stop raining at around 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's not too bad at the moment, but then again the weather forecast did say yesterday there was only going to be a light drizzle and not really anything bad. It got it really wrong, but hopefully the rain should stop in a few hours. So obviously, hopefully she'll join me at this vlog at Alton Towers Summer of Fun 2023.
That's the best machine. With all the good stuff
So we've just been on Galactica and the Blaze, and also Nemesis Subterra. They were absolutely amazing. I'm so glad to actually get back on these rides. Obviously Galactica was brilliant. Great B&M flying coaster. The best flying coaster in the country. Although to be honest, it's the only good one, because the other one being Hero at Flamingo Land, which is just torture. And obviously the Blaze was a lot of fun. We sat on the back of the ride as well. Usually we sit in the middle. This time we sat on like the very far back of the ride. So we got more airtime as we're going backwards, which was a lot of fun. And also Nemesis Subterra was just honestly amazing. It was actually quite a short wait as well. It was only a 5-minute wait. Usually be quite longer than that. Last time we came, we're going to go on at the end of the day, and the queue was just like lined up all the way back to entrance. This time it was relatively quiet, only a 5-minute wait. Plus the ride's mechanics were working quite fine as well. There's not been any breakdown issues so far. Well, not know of anyway. It's been pretty good. So we're going to go on to our next attraction, and I'll see you when we go there. So I've just ridden the Smiler, and I'm so glad to be back on my favourite roller coaster. It was so much fun. We got sat on the 4th row, so the back row, which obviously isn't the best row on the Smiler, but it was still a pretty good ride. It wasn't actually that rough today. It was still a lot of fun. And obviously, like I noticed with Subterra earlier, we actually got on the ride pretty quickly, within about 5 minutes, because usually the Smiler would have quite long waits, which is very strange to see that we got on the ride very quickly. It was basically almost sort of, obviously there's still a few people in front of us, but if they weren't there, it would basically just be walk on. So I'm glad to see that operations should have improved. It might just be a one-off, because obviously the Smiler's queue times over the past couple of years have increased actually. The waits have gotten longer. But yeah, overall I was still glad to get back on the Smiler, and I believe we are now going to Dark Forest to ride Rita and 13. I don't know if 13 is going to be open, because obviously there was that problem it had a couple of years ago where it couldn't operate in the rain. I'm not sure if it still has that problem now, but it has been raining this morning. So whether that means the ride is still open or what, we'll find out in a minute. So we've just ridden Gangster Grand Ride, and that was a really good ride through of the attraction, although there's something going a bit wrong with the onboard sound, but other than that it was pretty good. And as we're just walking past this, notice Hex, and I'm so sad to be seeing, walking past, it's going to be like this all season. Because obviously if you didn't hear at the start of the month, they actually confirmed that both Hex and Skyride are going to be closed for the remainder of the season. Which is obviously really sad to hear, because these are some, especially Hex, these are really good attractions. Hex is such an immersive experience. It's one of the best rides on park, really. It's obviously it's not the level of the roller coasters but it's still a really good attraction. And Skyride, obviously, that is used mainly as like a mode of transport. It's one of the main ways that a lot of people use to get from one end to the other, because obviously Alton Towers is a huge theme park, and it's quite a long walking distance from, say, Towers Street to Forbidden Valley. It's quite a long way. And obviously Skyride was the main one that people use to get from those areas, and that's closed. And Hex obviously being closed, there's another dark ride closed as well. So this main season, we've had 3 main rides closed. We've had Nemesis closed, which already can understand why that's closed, because that's going under a major track refurbishment. But Hex and Skyride are just down because of mechanical issues. Now, obviously Hex suffered quite a lot of mechanical issues, and it was closed most of last season, but now it's closed all of this season as well. Same with Skyride, I don't think that's been open this season at all either. It's really sad. Obviously a lot of the ride availability for Alton Towers has been very poor this season, and obviously it's not been great. They've obviously had better seasons where the rides have been available a lot more. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm hoping they won't be like this next season. Obviously it's too late to probably improve it this season, because there's only 3 months left of the season. So I'm not sure if they'll just improve the ride availability just like that overnight, where all the rides are operating perfectly. No, I think hopefully we can get this open, but I don't get why it's not even open anyway, because it had a fault with the ride system last year, and they fixed that, and now it's got another one that's closed all season. But who knows, hopefully it'll actually have longer ride availability next season if it reopens. So I just did Wicker Man and the Cursed Alton Manor in that order, and those are some absolutely brilliant attractions. Obviously completely different. One's a roller coaster and the other's a dark ride, but it's still really fun nonetheless. Obviously Wicker Man was such a thrilling experience. You get so much airtime on that ride, even though it's only a family coaster and not. It's actually one of GCI's smaller coasters, but it's still a really fun roller coaster. And it's obviously the best wooden coaster in the UK in my opinion. And Cursed Alton Manor was honestly awesome. There's so much different theming and special effects, and obviously it is such a brilliant immersive experience, and I absolutely love it. It's one of the best dark rides at UK. Obviously it doesn't compare to like any of the rides over at like Disney. They are like the masters at theming dark rides, but for Alton Towers and from the UK in general, Cursed Alton Manor is brilliant. So yeah, we actually finished the day here at Alton Towers. We've got on plenty of rides. Obviously some rides haven't been available. Like we were going to go on 13 and Rita, but Rita was closed, and then that meant 13 had a really long queue, and obviously couldn't get on Oblivion today because that was a really long queue. Like I said, the ride availability this season hasn't been the best at all, but hopefully if we get like next season, it shall hopefully, fingers crossed, improve. But I want to thank you all very much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it then please make sure to like, subscribe and comment with likes in the next video. Bye.